Lisa Briggs from the Brewers Company here answering your plant and garden questions. Email them to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Got the red memo today. We're looking good.
I think we are coordinated very well.
Feeling
here.
good, too. Mother's Day week. How is it already Mother's Day week?
I don't know. This happens. The
Time is
older
flying.
you get, the faster time flies.
And this is a big week for planting, right?
It is a big week for planting. The average frost-free date is May 12th, which is the day after Mother's Day.
There we go.
And so everybody's really anxious to get things in the ground. Just hold your horses a little bit
longer
on things that are tender.
Yeah.
Like tomatoes and patience, that sort of thing, because we still have some nights that are in the low 40s, and I think there's one that's maybe even getting below 40.
All right, what do we have here today?
So there is a group of geraniums called Martha Washington geraniums, and they aren't as hardy outside as some of the other bedding geraniums, but they have these beautiful bicolored flowers. And this is a new series called Elegance.
Oh.
You'll find them in our houseplant department, actually.
They look elegant, so.
They are, and they come in some really beautiful combination mixes. They used to just be pink and white, but now they're all kinds of wonderful combinations.
Well, hey, people are thinking planting because we have a lot of questions to get to. We're going to start with Deb.
Yep.
Deb says her rhubarb rotted out over winter in a whiskey barrel. Can she just toss it and plant a new one in the same barrel?
So rhubarbs need really good drainage, and if your whiskey barrel, maybe it's gotten clogged and the soil is staying really wet, it would not be conducive to having a rhubarb be good in there long term. So take the soil out and maybe make sure that you have good drainage, replace the soil so it's not so compacted, and then you can replant in there. But just be aware that in our climate, growing things in containers is not yet sustainable.
Oh, okay.
So there's a possibility that it's only going to last a certain number of years, and then just it's root damage from other things.
Gotcha.
From cold in the wintertime.
All right, question number 2. Ronald wants to know, when is the best time to transplant tulips and daffodils?
So they're blooming now, so you want to leave them alone, and then what you want to do is let them stay wherever they are until the foliage starts to yellow. Once that happens, you can dig them up and either store them someplace and then to replant them in the fall, or you can move them right away.
All right.
It's up to you.
Question number 3, Mary Lou asks, is there anything tricky about growing hollyhocks? I used to pick them in the alley as a kid and string them together.
That sounds like a lovely memory.
I love it.
So the thing about hollyhocks is they're biennial, which means the first year that they grow from seed, they grow a clump of basal foliage, and then the second year they flower spike. And then it dies. They're not a true perennial. So what you want to do is plant them one year and then plant them the next year and let them go to seed. That way you'll get a constant source of flowers.
Oh, okay.
That's the trick with hollyhocks.
All right, question number 4, Debbie, this is a little bit of a longer one. Debbie says she has a pear tree that finally bloomed last year. It is supposed to have regular sized fruit, but the pears never got big. Their size was more like a cherry. The tree is not an ornamental pear tree. Is there anything that she can do to the pears to grow them to full size this year? She says there's a large black walnut tree in the neighbor's yard, although it's not really close. Could this be why her pear tree isn't producing fruit?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It sounds like an ornamental pear to me, but you say that it's not. Ornamental pears, the fruits are about the size of a pea. So if they're bigger than that, then something else is causing the fruit to not develop properly. I would say look at fertilization. I would say look at how much sunlight it's getting. The black walnut would be more likely to cause the tree to have some dieback rather than to just not have the pears develop properly.
All right.
But it definitely would be susceptible to juglone toxicity if it was close.
Some good questions today.
They were good questions.
Oh my gosh, I love this time of the year. Happy early Mother's Day, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Big week for all of our moms. We wouldn't be here without them.